this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
From the red zone, it's Walton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. And they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it go. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now, here comes the tempo.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Throwing. Carr. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. A pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Moore. Got it. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Moore to the air. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's first down from the 11. Running inside. It's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with the back. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man, getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing it third and long, where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Well, he just kicked that thing straight out of bounds, and they'll take over in the red zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws for the tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here's Carr to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
action, C.J. Carr. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Throwing, Carr. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. Carr to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires downfield. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own.
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiding.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Hill. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. To the air again, Carr. Makes him talk to the hand. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Oh, they're after him! Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only... One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. And they got it.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. 4th down, Manning. Here comes the heat. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll try it again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back. Getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They give it to him again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. They'll run for it, it's Brown. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Gonna run it. It's Walton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The screen, he can go. There he goes.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They'll move the wide receiver. Carr to throw for it on fourth. He's going to take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Sends it back in motion. They'll go right back to it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Plucks it out of the air. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it. It's Smothers. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Carr, looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Carr. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Walton.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To the air. It's Manning. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Pocket breaking down. Lofts one high and deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. It's complete on the right side. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Carr from the gun on third down. He fires one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gets the back moving. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Maybe a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Throwing, Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Using his legs, it's Walton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 40, there he goes. Racing to the right, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Carr. Quickly complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Carr. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out.